recommendation is the steak.
Haven't you heard? There's a strange wanderer near Wolfendom.
That dream last night tasted wonderful. Thank you for sharing it with me.
Today's recommendation is the steak.
Алло. Привет, Валера. Да, ты сегодня опять первый или второй? В общем, близко к этому. Да, вроде это Коломбина. У меня... Как это правильно объяснить-то, блин? Раньше в ВК часто заходил, там ленту листаешь, там всякие картинки попадались по Геншину, а сейчас я уже давно в Геншин, в ВК не захожу, наверное, блин, полгода. У меня все картинки уже закончились. Вот так вот на заставку стоять уже нечего.
Today's recommendation is the steak.
Надо, блин, снова где-то эти все картинки искать, собирать. Ну, либо старые продолжать ставить. Ну, начинать по второму кругу. Вот. Так, игра есть. Что у нас тут? Я вчера зашел, только... Эту. Да, я только смолу вчера потратил. Все. Тут 2 дня осталось. Собрал... Ой. Сколько-то я там артефактов выкинул. Наверное, штук 300, может быть. В обмен. На то, чтобы насобирать сет анимешника. Ну, получилось, ну, так себе, конечно, но что-то понападал, короче. Оружие то же самое осталось. Тут я ничего так и не прокачал больше. Не, у меня эшелона нету.
Ugh.
Я просто пытаюсь вспомнить, у меня на другом аккаунте, вот на котором я еще играл. Нефер есть, да, я там нефер себе выбил. Я ее там даже немножечко что-то прокачивал, какой-то сет артефактов я ей выбил, и все. Всех остальных персонажей нету. Ну да, у меня на том аккаунте есть Нави, Яньюнь, Теория. И всего остального просто нету. Вплоть до нефер. Привет, Миамур.
Still need to go through last quarter's financial report.
Смола. Да, я вчера ее всю потратил. Теперь у нас ее сколько осталось? Можно сразу ее тогда законсервировать. Не, Орликину-то я давно выбил. Ну, то есть тут, если посмотреть, когда она у меня появилась. В прошлом году, 4-й месяц. Что это у нас? Февраль, март, апрель. Ну, это, по-моему, когда она только вышла или нет? Когда она только появилась? Я не помню.
Ad Astra Abyssal. Thank you for completing today. Ad Astra.
У нее, наверное, уже, да, кстати, было там, может, 2 рерана даже. Я, если честно, уже даже не знаю. Ну, по-любому где-нибудь есть расписание баннеров, которые в Геншине были. Так, тут я все собрал. Это я тоже забрал. Тут больше ничего нет. А что оно так сгорело? Здесь все собрал. Кстати, вот только 35 уровень прокачал. Больше не смог. Хотя вроде бы в игру заходил, вроде бы что-то делал. А только 35 уровень. В Привет, Гоголь. Да, меня тоже давненько не было. Нужно, наверное, в чайник сразу зайти, пока я не забыл. Я еще раз могу у него гемы собрать. Ну, сейчас
This
зайду.
realm is. If you ever have any.
У меня настроение, я даже не знаю, у нас же вроде как выходные закончились, да? Завтра на работу. Я еще точно не уверен, но я уже не хочу. Я прям не хочу на работу идти. Не потому, что там надо будет что-то работать, а потому, что туда надо будет просыпаться по будильнику и опять идти. Я уже вообще от этого отвык. Ну да, дали еще 40 примагемов. Ну, а Синьянь тут что делает? А где она, кстати?
The wild hunt assault on Star Sand Shoal, you mean? Huge wave. First I've ever seen of that size. Good thing it was so brief.
No, I mean there's been another to the north of Nasha Town.
What? How many does that make in the last couple of days now? What are the like?
Can't be helped. There are only a handful stationed on our side in the first place, and the cannon hasn't been fixed yet either.
I'm bugging out if this goes on much longer. And here you all told me this was a good place to do business.
Hey now, this could be our big break. My second eldest brother made his fortune off wild
Hey,
hunt
Slave.
attacks, you know. Come on, let's get moving. There won't be anything left for us if we're late.
Left for us to scavenge. I did hear about an overturned cargo vehicle over there.
Hey.
Should have told him that those are dangerous thoughts.
Ну, кто там выйдет, там посмотрим. Ну, Колумбину, скорее всего, буду крутить. Инефа у меня есть.
Guess you're right. Paimon will have you know that when it comes to staying out of
Но у меня как бы на этом аккаунте гидроперсонажей мало. А она будет и гидроперсонажем, насколько я помню, еще и с вот с этой новой лунной реакцией. Поэтому почему бы нет?
Never are here in Nasha Town. Oh, considering what those people said earlier. Dying to know something, aren't you? You took. Ha! Paimon can even guess what you want for dinner. She'll place the orders tonight, don't you worry. Anyway, let's just go, shall we?
Вот это же, ну, вот эти истории персонажей. Ну, это же как дополнительный ивент они его сделали. Я даже не помню, у нас же где-то должна быть книжка, которую можно открыть и их посмотреть. Блин. Я ее, наверное, не найду. Но где-то есть. Может, вот это? Да, вот, наверное, вот это. Это вот те, кто не открыто. Дзыбай, а не байдзы.
If you ever feel down, just drop everything.
Вот опять вот сейчас в этом...
Familiar faces identified. Our good friends, the Traveler and Paimon.
В сюжете музыка почему-то и в целом громкость игры становится значительно громче.
Whoa, free manual labor detected. Those evaluations could not be more different.
This is Sosi, Sergeant Major of the nearby Lightkeepers. He's stationed here in this town.
Wait, that means...
He is Flynn's superior, as far as position is considered.
A pleasure to meet you all.
This is the Traveler and Paimon, friends of ours. They're experienced adventurers who are new to Nodcry.
Hi there.
Indeed. The sooner we can get it firing again, the quicker we can ease our current predicament.
У него тоже руки правой нету, да? Я так понимаю.
2 more wild hunt incursions have
Это же
come
не просто
sweeping in at
перчатка
different
такая.
locations after the last one at Star Sand Shoal. Our manpower is already stretched as it is. This is more than...
Hasn't Flint's gone back to your HQ to ask for reinforcements?
Huh. Has he now?
Yeah. That's what he said he was gonna do anyway.
He hasn't contacted me about that yet. As per standing orders, he should be leading a team to root out the wild hunt. But I haven't received any reports for a while now.
Ну, чувак на заднем фоне просто стоит, кайфует, ему весело.
Well, he does act outside the remit of his orders sometimes. I'm a superior, yes, but I wouldn't...
So, he made the call for backup on his own initiative?
Hard to say. Contacting HQ is a tricky business. I should know, I've tried. They either refuse my requests outright or end up... And all the while, we're the ones who have to deal with the wild hunt. Which, by the way, can strike anywhere in Nodcry without warning, sweeping across vast swaths of land. We need to send our personnel where they're needed most. A single missive will not do much to change HQ's attitude, I feel. Flynn's understands this well enough, I'm sure.
На дымовую завесу я прочитал немножечко по-другому, какую завесу. Я еще так усомнился, серьезно, Геншин смог так написать.
We usually sort our foes ahead of time into ones that our rat Nikki will take care of and ones that we'll target using the cannon. I finished the preliminary dispatch work already, but this cannon...
Мы сейчас пушку будем чинить.
Okay. Hurry up, I know. Fix this, I know. You fix it if you're in such a hurry. That, or bring me some snacks. This is tiring work over here.
Could you at least tell me how long we'll be delayed? We're way past our scheduled firing time.
Well, that's your fault for firing too often recently. Machines get overworked too, you know. You could try thinking about their feelings. Sorry, what? A machine's feelings?
In layman's terms, this refers to wear and tear. As such, a machine is more liable to fail the unhappier it becomes. The exact probability here would be...
All right. I'm not good at this stuff, I know that. But let me stress that we Lightkeepers are the primary financial backer of this cannon. And our backing does cover the fees for
And I'd say that was a good deal for you. You should thank the Krumkake craft shop. That means me, by the way, for making you such a huge and powerful weapon for such a measly price. Do you even know how much it would have cost you if you bought all the parts legit and fresh off the assembly line?
Легальные только что с конвейера.
Reminder, your future snack budget will have to be halved without the long-term commission payment, I know. Calculating a viable and cheaper option. Lavender melon candy.
What? No! Absolutely not! Let me think, all right? Wouldn't this place be crawling with more monsters than there are fungi and Sumeru by then?
That might not be the concern you think it is. The monsters of the Wild Hunt are only active in the immediate vicinity of its attacks. They will not spread any further, on their own initiative at least. We Lightkeepers will also keep an eye on those areas, both to monitor the monsters and to prevent people from entering the... That said, I'm afraid I can't wait 3 hours before dispatching manpower to the locations that the cannon won't...
And here's where my need for manual labor comes in. There are some checks I haven't finished yet, but with your... Wait, but we don't know a thing about this stuff. How much... You'll be fine, trust me. Just take this. Oh, and this. Whoa! This book is so heavy! You can use Beep Boop Pizza to run diagnostics on the cannon. It'll tell you what to do. And this book will help you understand Beep Boop Pizza.
This cannon was built using more than 50 components from different factories and manufacturers. Aino has bound the manuals into one volume.
So, it's manuals all? Yep. And if you're quick about this, we might just cut our time to...
I'll go with you.
Nice! So you'll check the outside and Anefa inside. Come find me in the control room once you're done. Cool?
Instructions received. Please go about your work seriously as well, Aino. No
Hey! A little snacking will also improve my efficiency by 2/3.
Почему Айна не сделала роботов-ремонтников, которые могли бы обслуживать эту пушку?
Aino's explanations for things that don't interest her are a bit meh, aren't they? Or is that just how genius is? Isn't Beep Boopita just following us around? Sure doesn't seem as smart as she said it is.
I've watched Anefa perform routine repairs before. It seems some sort of maintenance port must first be found, and then this small robot will
So you're in the know.
Now that I'm not so sure of. Let's search around together and see what the robot...
Works for Paimon. Is this it? Probably not. Or this one? Oh, ew! Stinks of machine oil.
That thing over there looks promising.
Where? Oh, yeah! It does. Let's try... Whoa! It's flying! Does that mean we... So, right. We got this working without understanding...
Still, it's impressive how you figured things out right away.
Paimon's up next, along with this stupidly heavy book. Ugh. Let's see. The matching result for this symbol is...
Well, as they say, no news is good news.
Yeah, guess you're right. Just feels like we did all the... Paimon's getting the hang of this now. And this time... Huh? Why are you angry? Oh. We need to take note of the order in which his eye colors change. Purple, red... Hey! What? So now we've got musical prompts too? Weren't you always... Alright, one final stop. This was quite...
Agreed. I must say, you two have a talent for maintenance work. A bit shaky at...
Good eye. Paimon's the real deal when she...
Really, I'd have liked to share the load, but you were really getting into it, and I didn't...
Ugh. Couldn't you have mentioned that earlier?
Очень сложная проверка.
A pictorial prompt this time. Don't worry. We gotta take note of the flashing patterns. 1 yellow flash, nothing for 2 seconds, then 2 yellow flashes means maintenance is a high priority task. The device will be rendered inoperable until it is complete. Switch Beeple Beta to input mode to send out a... The description of input mode isn't on this page. Ugh, more page flipping. Phew, that was a real struggle.
Yeah, good work indeed. But it seems this...
Это Корея.
Well, looks like we're all good. We can remove this thing now. No clue, frankly. But whatever. I'll go get the replacement component. We should be done once we pop. What do you think? Maintenance work's easier than running errands, wouldn't you say?
That's for sure.
И просто ушел под землю.
Paimon took him for the stony type at first, but he's actually a pretty nice guy. Let's wait for him here, huh?
Are your tasks complete?
Yep. Sosie's gone to get the replacement component. We'll be done here once we put it on.
Allow me to check against the recorded data. Yes. This component the cannon will generate immense recoil when fired. If this is not controlled, the firing platform will become misaligned.
Huh. So, if the cannon isn't fixed in place, will it start spinning around like some kind of massive firework?
Нет, я это вообще не проходил. Я на других аккаунтах вообще сюжетку не трогал нигде. Тут, наверное, может другой этот... Я на эту вышку уже залазил, тут что-то делал. Но не сюжетный квест
A
проходил.
novel analogy, but an apt one. The large-scale damage that might follow would be undesirable, but this component is currently easily damaged.
Ну, не знаю,
The
может,
materials
приснилось.
are not up to par, and there are
Может быть,
still
ты со
some
своего
design flaws.
аккаунта помнишь.
But Aino and I are working to an estimated waiting time remaining 7 minutes. Would you like?
Yeah! Dessert's just the...
Certainly. It will be ready shortly. Observation. Freshly baked krumkake results in the most efficient improvements upon human happiness indices. As such, I activated an internal heater before starting repairs.
Внутренний нагреватель. В нее еще и микроволновка встроена, да?
Thanks for the treat. Aino's lucky to have you. Thanks. Things went great over here, too. So, as we agreed, I'll have the cannon up and firing in no time.
Understood. I will inform the inhabitants of Nasha Town and have them make preparations for the shock and noise that will
А
inevitably
зачем
ensue.
вообще строить пушку в центре города?
And I'll inform the Ratniki stationed around Wild Hunt anomalies to make sure they fall back into thanks for your kind assistance. I better make a move. Ratniki from other sites.
Righty then. See ya. Bet this huge cannon's a real sight when it fires.
That is correct. A huge crowd tends to gather on its pure, bright energy rays have never failed to inspire obsessed admirers. If you are interested, you can come back later to behold it.
Sure. We did help fix it after all. It'd be weird if we didn't want to see it. Oh yeah. Wonder where that strange phantom went. Let's try our luck at the flagship. See you later, Just be sure not to miss my...
Так, а вход там где? Ну, то есть, ну, у них по факту эта вышка стоит просто в центре города. Ну, вон там бы на горе ее поставили, ну где-то. Нет, они сами ее построили прямо в центре города, а потом такие, блин, ну надо предупредить жителей о том, что будет этот бум.
Is it just Paimon, or are there more people here now? Oh, and maybe, just maybe, let's get some of their berries and fried meat. Oh, come on!
Excuse me, are you guests? Ah, if you wish to return to your room while the banquet is on, please.
No, we're not heading back to our room.
That is correct. Only those invited to the banquet may enter. Our goal is to ensure that our regulars can enjoy peace of mind and comfort, so that they can speak freely with one another. Familiar with our ways already, I see. But here in Nodcry, channels hold equal value to Mora. I am but a lowly employee, so you'll have to forgive me.
It's fine. Can't be easy being you. Looks like we'll have to switch channels then. Never, right? The Curatorium does seem to already have an amazing intel network up and running. But if we ask her straight up, she'll likely squeeze us for all we're worth. Ooh, Paimon's got a plan! Lauma got Never to help her prep some medicine, right? We'll be heading to Hisi Island later anyway to ask Lauma to help us use the moon marrow. Couldn't we deliver the medicine while we're at it? If Never doesn't mention a payment, we can cash our services in as a favor. If she does, then the thought of Mora made it worth the effort of thinking up. Come on, let's go!
Так. Я что-то не совсем логику понял. На чем вообще закончилась прошлая часть сюжета? Мы разобрались с тем, что вот эта вот рогатая помощница Лаумы, она украла эту круглую штуку, которую она нам вернула. Лаума рассказала всем, что Луна-то не настоящая. Как бы и все, да, и закончилось. Потом начала... также мы еще выяснили, что вместо нашей сестры это была именно дикая охота, которая притворялась нашей сестрой. Дикая охота сейчас делает какие-то нападения по всему вот этому вот острову. Мы отремонтировали пушку, чтобы она могла стрелять по этим, так сказать, нападениям дикой охоты. А зачем нам возвращаться в... туда? Мы туда вообще изначально пришли, чтобы с Варкой встретиться, да? Но Варки не было. И мы тут вляпались во всякую эту фигню. Ну как-то... Казалось бы, можно было пройти туда, где там дикая охота нападает, там что-нибудь с ними посражаться. А мы какой-то фигней занимаемся.
Hey, Black Cat, we're here! Oh, it's you this time.
Hello, you two. What's up?
Not much. Just here to say hi. Also, we'll be going to Hisi Island later, so we can deliver...
How thoughtful of them. Bet they want something from me in return. Well, the faster the delivery, the better, naturally. And we're lacking free hands right now.
Можем доставить лекарство Лауме, но ведь она отдала его в прошлый раз, когда мы были здесь вместе с Лаумой. Она ведь отдала его ей.
Yehoda's gone to get the medicine, and she should be back any moment now. If you have nothing else to do, feel free to wait here. I'll have someone bring you some snacks.
Don't mind if we do then. Thanks!
Oh, yes. I'm sure you've all heard about what's going on. Nasha Town's in turmoil, and right now everyone wants intel. Whether it's to strike it rich, save their lives, or...
Ah, so you're busy making Mora. How nice.
It's not all good news, I'm afraid. We're stretched so thin that our clients have taken to competing for... The price for taking priority slots has all but skyrocketed. In other words, we've had to suspend free...
She cornered us right away. Did she guess what we...
If there's anything that worries me right now, it's the wild hunt. It affects everything we do, yet the number of people who can ensure cargoes...
That doesn't sound too hard. If you need something delivered, hit us up and consider it sent.
Is that so? But... no. Forget I said anything. I mean, you're great heroes. How could I waste your Is there now? You should have said so sooner. Far be it for me to extort you, of all people, for intel. But seeing as you so kindly made me...
What's there left for us to say here?
More like our common perspective. Most who live here only wish to defend their own interests. But we are different, are we not?
More like make a profit off the wild hunt. Paimon doesn't believe a word.
Dissatisfied, are we? The number of commissions over at the Adventurers Guild spikes during tumultuous times, too. Would you call taking those...
Well, that's...
We might squeeze some advantage out of chaos, but equally, chaos could uproot everything we've built at any time. Such as... And what business would there be left should it end in some great slaughter? And as I understand, the two of you are here in Nod...
Well, yeah?
In that case, we should keep Nodcry the paradise people say it is. At least, you must understand. No force exists here that would inspire unconditional unity amongst... After that incident with Lauma, I'm inclined to believe you. Your selflessness is though it's rare for a reason, kid. Just a shame that our mysterious phantom has hidden itself well. Between that and its ability to shift shapes, it will no doubt be a most slippery customer. Really, I'd be all too glad to pass on any additional intel I gain. We make a good team, after all, don't you think?
That does make sense. Sorry, Nefer. Paimon took you for someone who only cares about profit.
A well-placed only, indeed, Paimon. Nothing is wholly divorced from profit of some...
Wait! So you were ready to work with us from the start?
Why, of course. In fact, I was wondering when I might bring this up the moment you entered.
But...
Hey, boss, I'm back! Huh? Oh, you guys are here too?
Indeed they are. In fact, they've volunteered to deliver the medicine to Lauma on our behalf. And totally free of charge. Such kind souls, aren't they?
Really? Great! Oh, in that case, guess I'll be clocking out now.
Got a few more places for you to visit right here, dear.
Huh? Haven't I already worked a few days' worth of overtime already?
Well, we better get this medicine delivered pronto. Huh? Surely not. The special medication from before wasn't salt, was it?
Wait, that can't be. Let me see. This isn't right. How could it be salt? It was raining back there, so could it have happened while I was resting at the store? Sorry, boss. I'll get it back right now. Trust me, I'm
Hey! Slow down, you might get hurt!
Well then, any plans? If not, what say we go into town and ask around about the wild hunt?
We were thinking of doing that, but we didn't get much out of it. The townspeople are a bit...
Ah, yes, the banquet is on today. Perfect timing. That.
Huh? Can you get us an invitation?
Oh, come now. What are we? Sticklers for the rule?
Ты что тут делаешь? Ты же убежала за солью.
Lady Nefer, a pleasure to see you.
That's right. My apologies. Consider it my fault for not having explained the bank.
Oh no, it was no trouble at all. Please, do come.
Not even an invitation check? Oh. Paimon didn't realize Nefer was such a big shot. His channel...
Вот я не успел все это прочитать, что там было написано.
Finally! Now, what do we...
Pardon me. I'm sure we're all having a good time. But I would like you all to meet a mysterious guest. I give you tonight's special guest.
Are you Nice to meet you all.
I'm sure that no more needs to be said about Mondstadt's wine industry. After all, we are all... The special drinks menu is being set before you as we speak. Now then, for a time... let us set aside our worries and enjoy these exotic spirits.
Ah, I see. A new face for the bar.
And here I was thinking, that ain't a familiar face. No wonder.
Well, it's a rare occasion to be sure. Want to order a glass or two?
Sounds intriguing.
I spoke to the owner. The bar is all yours. The recipes are available for your perusal here. Not to worry. I've taken the liberty of removing the more challenging
How'd you set this all up so quickly?
Well, as long as you know what both sides need, negotiations are essentially just a process of confirming the deal. No, the flagship already had plans to invite a professional mixologist from Mondstadt anyway. So consider this a trial run. Demyan will assist you.
Ну, нам бы больше тогда
Serving
Диона
guests with
подошла.
drinks will be the perfect opportunity for you. Of course, every guest will have their quirks, so you'll have to be careful.
Got it. We'll give it a try.
In the meantime, I'll go mingle with some of the guests who pique my interest. There'll be a little event during the banquet's second half.
Ну, все равно в рамках сюжета, мне кажется, вот это абсолютно бессмысленное действие. Типа, зачем мы здесь, для чего? Ну, как бы без этого можно было обойтись. Как бы там у нас дикая охота, которая представляет опасность, а мы тут страдаем фигней. Чай, молоко и мята. Ой, блин, не так. Я просто смотрю, тут как бы все в линию выстроено. Я думал, этих все нужно 3.
Good work. Now then, get the drink to the guests.
Кто заказал?
Tell you what, I envy people like you. I'm like a man in a leaking boat, soon to be food for the fish. I wouldn't have come to this dump if there were any better place to be.
Come now. Surely it isn't that bad. We've still got the light keepers.
You trust them? I wouldn't. Wouldn't trust anyone, really. We're stuck with a wild hunt here. The Sneshanians can't be bothered, the light keepers can't spare the people, and everyone else, they're a mess. I'd sooner put an ounce of faith in that cannon. Forget it. Let's just drink. Let's see if this new mixologist is worth the billing.
Ничего полезного мы не узнали.
Hello. How may I...
Не, ну я что-то читаю, да. Сок, карамель и спиртное. Сок, карамель и спиртное.
Good work.
Тут же есть этот робот-доставщик.
Bet you some people are just waiting for this place to fall further into chaos.
You've got a plan for that, then?
Hard to say. But what I can say is that the situation in Mashitown will get out of hand if that cannon isn't fired soon. That gun's a symbol. The most solid proof that
Here's the
ordinary
thing.
folks like us
You
can
can't
stand
live
up
life
against the
without
wild
a
hunt.
little spice.
Wait. What are you angling?
What if that was nothing but an illusion? What if, let's say, the cannon was never meant to be fired? For our sakes at least.
Surely this town is still of value to those who control it.
Of course. That's all it is. Value. For us, though, there's no place but Mashitown. Cannon were putting its life and ours in their hands.
I get what you mean. Let's just see how this plays out first.
Ooh, seems like they're all talking about the cannon already. Guess that's why Cersei
Там
was so
было написано,
anxious.
чаем все закончится. Не чем все закончится, а чаем все закончится. Да? Последняя его фраза.
Hello. How may I assist?
Лимон, мята и спиртное.
Good work. Now...
А, эта штука, она за мной бежит.
Oh, so this order was yours, huh?
Indeed. So, any notable news?
Чем? А мне показалось именно чаем.
Ah, you two must be Nefer's friends. A pleasure to meet you. If you've got a moment, let's have a drink. On my tab, of course.
Paimon doesn't recall there being any other orders right now. Sure then.
Then come, sit. Dimyon, 2 wildberry trails if you would. Without alcohol, much obliged. Hints is the name. I help out at the Rossum workshop in town. They usually put me in charge of making and repairing.
Paimon's name is Paimon. Pleased to meet you.
Anyway, help me keep an eye out, all right? valuable in.
Oh, come on. Is that how it is between us? I mean, I wouldn't even have.
So, you've known each other a long time.
That's right. I came to Nodcry with nothing at all. Would have starved on the streets if I hadn't met Nefer. She lent me money to study a craft, and even introduced me to Aino and the Voynich Guild, which is how I slowly carved out a living for myself.
That's a huge favor. Huh. So Nefer can be a knight.
Well, I'd also say she needed a willing and able machinist at her disposal. Come now. Aino's talents are better spent on issues bigger than basic machine repair and component manufacture. I did think myself a dab hand at such work at first, but compared to her, I might as well be a trainee who couldn't weld a wire to save his life. Got the scoldings. It took me a long while, but I finally got to the point where I could make my own machines, and even maintain some of Aino's relatively complex ones.
He's the one responsible for maintaining Yehoda's robotic arm.
Oh, speaking of that, didn't Sosi have a mechanical arm too?
That's right, one of Aino's masterful designs. I could never design one of those in my life, but if you gave me its blueprint, nowadays I've got regular customers, which makes for a decent keep. Even got a kid, if you can believe it. I wouldn't have, had you told me my future when I first arrived here.
Они тоже говорят, да, вот, чертеж именно blueprint, типа синий рисунок.
On the flip side, being a family man means I can't just flee this place whenever I feel like it, so I'm afraid I'm counting on you to help solve this wild hunt crisis.
All the more reason to be proactive and do your part. Wringing our hands in despair. Oh, wait. Just another question that's been bothering me. Have you heard anything about people seeing illusions with...
I have heard of humanoid shapes being sighted, but familiar faces... No. Most would think they'd lost their wits from fright if they started hallucinating. After all, no ordinary person could survive an assault from those monsters. Does this have anything to do with our current wild hunt crisis?
Perhaps. Perhaps not.
All right, I get it. I'll keep my ear to the ground for you. And naturally, my lips will...
Then we'll take our leave. Enjoy your drinks. He's a social man. You can often find him here chatting with friends, and he's had contact with... Since he's never heard of the Wild Hunt exhibiting the power to imitate familiar faces, might it be safe to assume that our Phantom wants to keep that a secret?
Huh. That does sound worth noting. How about we go talk to a few more people?
A good idea. And one our upcoming activity will facilitate. Let me show you how it's done. Come, back to the bar.
Не, ну это я знаю, что там у кого, у американцев, у британцев чертежи были на синей бумаге, это я знаю. Но я их сам никогда не видел. И их, кстати, ну, зачастую именно синими-то и показывают, если какие-нибудь... Я даже не знаю, там... Ну вот... В играх, если вспомнить, где-нибудь там чертежи вот в старых изображают, они всегда синие. Ну ладно, может быть не всегда, но зачастую встречаются.
Finally!
Come on, let's go try our hand. Joining us, new guy?
We'll pass.
No, you won't. The one who'll be mixing the roulette special has to take part. Those are the rules. That's more like it.
Since we have a new friend with us today, let me go over the rules in brief. The wheel before you is divided into an inner and outer circle. Participants must take turns to spin the pointer of the inner circle. Whatever beverage it stops at, our lucky contestant will drink. The drinks are divided into juice, tea, and alcohol, with that last further divided into 3 levels. Spin your way to a non-alcoholic beverage, and you'll score no points. Otherwise, you get 1 to 3 based on alcohol content. During a round of drinking, one participant may choose another with less points than them and pose a question, which the other party must.
This sounds like it might favor those who score higher, but push your luck and you might not recall any answers you were given the next day. Defeats the purpose, wouldn't you say?
And that's why the person mixing the drinks has to take part. You know, just in case they decide to pour heavy, then sit back and watch the show.
Not that our newcomer looks like the drinking type. Either way, looks like we're in for a show.
Anything you drink will be replenished. And additionally, I have decided to sponsor a single serving of Dark Horse.
What? Do my ears deceive me? A chance to drink Dark
Dark Horse. Guess we'll have to take part now, huh?
Indeed. The Dark Horse could be yours to enjoy, so long as your luck holds. And so long as you can remember its taste the day after. And if our lucky winner can drain the whole serving in one go, they will gain the right to ask everyone a question, regardless of their score.
High risk, high reward. That's gotta be some strong alcohol.
Now, if there are no other questions, let us begin. Allow me to get the ball rolling. Intensity 3. Looks like I'll have to put my back into it today.
Let's go!
Wow, this is kinda...
Oh, my turn. All right, man, fess up. You've been making a killing lately. Where's it all been coming from?
Hey, bro. I heard you met up with some big shot from the Voynich Guild. Mind introducing me sometime?
Ugh, a normal drink, huh? Must be my lucky day.
We've reached the final round of the roulette showdown. Let's see who gets the last laugh.
I gotta say, you monsters really know your alcohol. These recipes are super good. Teach me, would ya?
Завтра ты об этом пожалеешь.
I was wanting to ask about your wife. Your wife.
You're up.
Пайман свалил, нам не удастся споить это Пайман.
Whoa! New face here just drew the Dark Horse.
Bottoms up! Bottoms up!
Hey, will you be alright? You wanna just give this one to Paimon?
Whoa! He actually downed it in one gulp.
Nice job! No wonder you Mondstadters have such a reputation. Me? Well, what do you think? Absolutely. If there was something else, I didn't stop to see it. Just took off as fast as I could. Oh, and guess who showed up just as I'd gotten out of there? Those good-for-nothing rat Niki, that's who. If my luck had been just a little worse, they'd have found nothing but my corpse. Or whatever was left of it anyway. Either way, there's nothing in there you'd want to see.
I see some downcast faces. Why have we...
Says who? I'm still raring to go.
'Cause you didn't drink.
In that case, let me raise another glass. To a blast of...
На самом деле на такую фигню попасть, да, вот типа на рулетку, где ты там что-то крутишь, тебя что-то заставляют пить, и у тебя нет как бы права отказаться, ведь ты же уже на это согласился. Такая лютая фигня, то есть тебе же может не повезти настолько, что ты не доживешь до конца этой рулетки.
Are they playing cards? Paimon spies some elemental.
Same as usual then? One die, 100,000 mora.
I'm not here to do business with you.
Come now, I've already ordered us drinks. Or are you looking to add another line to your ledger of arrears?
Oh, so this is a business deal.
So, let's go over this again. One die, 100,000 mora. Then we have a deal. Come, you two.
What are we even doing here? I can give you 3 things. The features of the Wild Hunt, the exact locations where it has appeared, and the intel we've received from the Lightkeepers. The Wild Hunt is in fact a phenomenon linked to abyssal power. Fog and monsters follow in its wake, posing a lethal danger to ordinary people.
Привет, Антон.
On the flip side, these monsters cannot leave the fog, so the disaster cannot spread quickly.
We already know all that.
Fair enough. Then I won't beat around the bush. Here's a map of current Wild Hunt anomalies that I snagged from the Lightkeepers, including the locations they'll soon be bombarded.
То есть это пушка, которая стоит в городе, стреляет на такое расстояние?
That's a lot.
We've never seen anything like this either. That's why everyone's so worked up.
That's not enough. 4 dice.
Cool it, all right? I'm not done. Now, the Lightkeepers don't want you to know this, but weirdly enough, more Wild Hunt sites have disappeared than their involvement would indicate.
Isn't that normal? They're not the only ones fighting the Wild Hunt after all. Adventurers do that too. And maybe some just go...
I'd agree. And really, we've always had a small, stable discrepancy between reported anti-Wild Hunt ops and anomalies cleared. That variance...
What could that even mean?
I've got 2 theories. One, that some new force is clearing the Wild Hunt out in secret. Or 2, that some Ratniki are not reporting the work they do. The odds of the former happening is low. Not many organizations can even engage the Wild Hunt. Never mind keep those operations a secret. If you're interested, I'd recommend following the latter.
Paimon doesn't really get it. What would anyone...
Now that's what I call interesting intel. No wonder you've been doing well for yourself lately. Even if you've mostly just been reselling...
Please, stop. This is all I've got for you.
Oh, stop that. Why, people might start thinking me a bully. Let me give you an opportunity instead. Out of respect for your independent intelligence gathering. Have you heard of people seeing familiar faces within a Wild Hunt anomaly? Or experiencing something akin to, say...
No, nothing like that. Nothing at all but ghostly shadows.
Nothing at all, Not even for 50,000 mora? Either you don't take your debts seriously, or you're confident you can...
Hey! No means no, all right? This is about my dignity as an intel broker. Mora doesn't factor in here.
Okay. Well, that puts me at ease.
You really are the same.
And you've learned quite well. Go on then. I'll swing.
Ugh.
So, you're his creditor?
Indeed I am. He's resold my intel quite a few times now, pocketing the difference afterwards. Rather dishonest deal, as luck would have it. He would only purchase information from me when he was just about done negotiating with his buyer. So I arranged a little something just for him. A pink.
Ooh, that sounds brutal.
Oh, I was downright beneficent in charging for that betrayal. It was more about the message, really. In any case, I believe that's all we'll get here. Let's go through what we've learned outside.
Так, нам дали карту.
Might as well drink our fill today.
Find a flea market.
Most of our intel seems quite dispersed, so let's try piecing it all together.
Well, first, no one else has seen that weird phantom, apart from our encounter on Star...
Indeed. And we have that from multiple accounts, so each state...
What in Tivat could that phantom be planning?
Agreed. Instances of the wild hunt afflicting Nodcry in general have increased in frequency. What you encountered must have been something special, with our mastermind concealing them, in which case, two questions arise. Who is this mastermind? I'll continue investigating along these two lines. We can reconvene again if any progress...
I'm back! Luckily, the store owner kept the medicine bottle I left on the table safe for me. Here you go.
Теперь нам дали таблеточки, а не соль.
Huh. Thanks a bunch, Yehoda. Take a break. You've earned it.
Oh no, I've got work to do later. And anyway, I was watching it the whole way back. Praying it wouldn't fire. Not...
Huh. So you're interested?
Of course. I mean, just think about it. Something that size is bound to be comprised of thousands, even tens of thousands of parts. Fused. Isn't that just so cool? I mean, miraculous. Like a miracle.
It has been a while since the last time it fired. Go on, feel free to go watch. Work can...
Thanks, boss. Anyway, y'all wanna come? It'll be worth it.
Might as well. Fruits of our labor and everything, you know?
Woohoo! Let's go! Kaboom!
Wow! What a crowd! People seem pretty
Не, ну
excited,
стоять
too.
под ней, это же бесполезно. Надо было наоборот туда на гору залезть.
Oh, for sure. One shot, one kill, problem solved. Simple and practical. And even if that wasn't how it worked, just listen to how it roars. If that isn't power... if only I had that kind of strength.
Hey, don't think like that. Your skills and smarts have been a big help.
Really? They think that? Oh, I'll do my best then.
Hey, look! It's starting!
Nice one!
Finally, all fixed up. Nothing to fear now.
Awesome!
Я бы не стал стоять на этой площади, когда эта штука стреляет прям стволом над твоей головой. Нет.
That sure was powerful. And pretty dazzling, too. Guess that's why everyone's been counting on this thing.
I feel so alive.
You know, Paimon's been wondering, if you're so interested in machines, what?
That's what we call drawing a line between your work. I've got some mechanical talents, sure. But this job I have now, no one can do it but me. Not even I know or her. Anyway, gotta go. See you later.
Says the person who got salt and medicine mixed up. Huh. Looks like the crowd's breaking up as well. Let's head over to Hesia.
А, ну назад собралась, что ли? Ну да, она типа выстрелила и назад сложилась. Стреляла она куда-то сюда. Там ничего не произошло.
Let's see now. What's changed since we were gone? Yeah, if anything, looks like things are settling down. Hey there, Llama! We're back!
The cleanup work has been much more complicated than I expected. Solving problems that have built up over time, I believe it will take a few weeks more. Fortunately, those who remained appear to have shaken off the initial confusion. It's as if they've finally been forced to come face to face with...
And it's all...
No, I should have done... I've been focused on taking care of myself these past few days, so I'm in a good place. And since you're looking after the Moon Marrow for us...
Speaking of which, have you heard anything new about that phantom?
I've tried asking around. What about you?
We haven't made much progress either.
I think I've got the gist of it. Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you too. In any case, please...
Не, ну да, это сюжет.
What do you see?
Да, это вторая часть. Я же на прошлом стриме первую закончил.
Is it over already?
This appears to have occurred a long, long time ago. The memories I sensed are highly turbulent and disordered. So that is all my power allows me to discern.
Huh? What's the matter?
The flowers changed color.
Yeah, we should go see her and see if we can help her and...
I'll leave that in your hands then.
Oh wait, here you go. This is the medicine you asked the Curatorium of Secrets to...
Thanks for coming all this way with it. You've been a huge help. Also, if I may, I have a feeling that Kuthar might be able to help you get a more detailed glimpse at the memories about your spaceship.
Oh, that's true. She's the Kutar after all, but we best check if she's doing okay first. See you later then.
Ну да, завтра же нам на работу идти. Я не хочу. Я только привык к тому, что я могу просыпаться каждый день тогда, когда я захочу. Вот когда проснулся, тогда и утро. И прям так будет, ну, не круто и не прикольно просыпаться по будильнику и снова идти на эту работу. Блин. Давали бы мне деньги за то, что я дома сижу. Я не знаю, мне, наверное, вот эти вот жемчужинки уже больше никогда не пригодятся. Но я их все равно собираю. А, не здесь. Здесь они. Так, это у нас... Вот, их уже 250. Становиться начальником? Я же не умею, я же это... Я же без образования. Ну, тогда надо становиться бизнесменом, но у меня папа не депутат. Тогда можно стать депутатом.
Sorry for disturbing you, but...
Не, ну я что я говорю, тогда можно депутатом становиться.
It's like I'm returning to the moon.
Кому-нибудь сказать? Хорошо, я соседу скажу в следующий раз, что я депутатом буду.
Wait, it's not that bad, is it? I sense the moon's power.
We got the moon marrow back from the Fatui. Can it help you in any way?
Не, ну в этом обновлении, по этому квесту, Тревелер прям очень много говорит. Наверное, он так последний раз говорил где-нибудь в Манштате, может быть в Льюе. Я не помню, в Инадзуме вообще Тревелер говорил хоть что-нибудь или нет? А то там в Натлане, весь Натлан прошли, он там буквально одно-два слова сказал и все.
And what do you require this time? Come on, don't even think about that. Right now, you gotta focus on getting better.
I might need your assistance in the future.
Oh, very well. Give me your hand.
Что-то мне кажется, он там много не говорил.
Your feet never left the ground. But anyway, feeling any better? Significantly. The moon within your body. It is as silent as a reflection in the water. I merely drew forth a ray of its light from the water. Enough to keep me tethered to the ground for now.
I think I sense some other changes as well.
That is the moon goddess's favor. All things I come into contact with will bear this mark. It is harmless, and will fade over time. Speaking of which, do you want to be the Moon Marrow's custodian? Now that you've got your power back, it's supposed to be something that belongs to a god in any case.
It is the remains of Arya, goddess of the eternal moon.
So it does have to do with... Wait, what?
Did you not know this already?
Lama just said it was different from the other fragments, and that she could sense divine power within it.
And she is correct. When I drew that ray of moonlight from the marrow, I also drew some memories from within. That is how I know that it belongs to the goddess of the eternal moon.
But Lama also saw the past by using the moon marrow. Why didn't she see that?
There were once 3 moons in the sky, each belonging to a goddess who ruled over it. But after the War of Funerary Flame, all 3 lay slain, and 2 of the 3 moons were shattered during the conflict. After Arya's death, her power coalesced into this moon marrow. The iridescent moon's remains have never been found. And while the Frost Moon's goddess died herself, her moon was never broken. As the prophecy stated, this moon would birth a new deity sooner or later. The entity the Frost Moon Scions call the Kutar. I can sense that my power belongs to the Frost Moon, but it lies beyond the false sky, too distant from me. Forget controlling it. Sensing it alone requires immense effort.
Oh, wait, let Paimon count this up. We have the Eternal Moon's marrow with us. No one can find the iridescent moons. Does that mean you have the Frost Moon's marrow inside you then?
У нас есть лунный светоч вечной луны. Никто не может найти лунный светоч радужной луны.
No, it can only form after the moon goddess is dead. Consider it a form of energy core. You may as well ask if there are rocks on the moon.
Oh, so you're saying that you represent the Frost Moon's power, right?
Yes. Now, a god with a gnosis is named an Archon. Since you bear the moon marrow, does that make you a moon goddess? You do not wish to become one?
Да я уже офигел от того, что я ничего не понимаю.
That's not really the problem here. Also, why are you so eager to pass that title on to someone else? Anyway, never mind this becoming a moon goddess stuff for now. We're asking if we should return this moon marrow to you.
I do not desire it.
Huh?
Nor does it desire to come to me.
And what does that mean?
When I came into contact with its power, I sensed a kind of... I can only guess that this is because I, too, am a moon goddess. 2 moons will not rise at the same time, let alone consume one another.
Guess it's stuck with me for now, then.
You sure that's gonna be okay? Lama did say that you've hidden its power, and it's the wild hunt we're dealing with here, not some run-of-the-mill enemy.
The wild hunt? You speak of that phenomenon as if you were describing a person.
Well, it sure looks like there's a person behind it all. Someone with a super clear goal, too. They've been after the moon marrow non-stop.
That seems to ring a bell.
Huh? Does it really?
My colleagues used to mention someone, back when I was still with the Fatui. He hailed from Conria, gaining abyssal power during the Cataclysm, and he had a consuming fixation on the moons.
Conria? Well, we don't know if the phantom we saw has anything to do with that, but the details kind of match. What was his name?
I only know what others called him. The Rehir of Solnari. Huh. There was that title too. Yeah.
Wait a second. Dane mentioned him, didn't he? Does that mean that our enemy is Rarier, one of the 5?
If that was the case, surely he'd be stronger than this, though.
I have heard that he disappeared not long after the cataclysm. But when I asked my colleagues where he went, they replied, "Do you really not know?"
Why would they say that?
The tale of his final fate has it that he fell into the moon's reflection, from which there can be no return.
Wait, hold up, pause. There's just too much information.
I felt the same. They seemed to think that I should be the one who would know everything about the moons. But as I said, my prologue lies beyond the false skies. I do not even remember my name.
Oh.
Either way, following his departure, the Wild Hunt situation worsened drastically, and it has since become a byword for abyssal disaster. The present phenomenon may have inherited the same title, but it far surpasses its past incarnation in both scale and lethality.
Oh, to think that we're up against one of the infamous 5 sinners. That's way too much for us to handle. That incident on Star Sand Shoal must have been luck then. Or maybe he wasn't giving it his all. And even then, he still defeated Marionette.
Oh? What did you just say? Would you mind repeating that?
That's your ex-colleague? So, we were on Star Sand Shoal together, and she was beaten by the Wild Hunt, too. Did you just laugh?
No.
She totally did. Are you two on bad terms or something?
No. I simply imagined the put-out expression she must have worn in that moment, and found it interesting.
She seemed quite shaken.
Oh, she'll adjust soon enough. She's very good at that.
Okay, anyway, we've gotten off topic. Now that we know how dangerous the guy targeting the Moon Marrow is, you sure—
If Fatui intelligence is to be believed, Rarier would prevail even if all of Nod Cry were to stand against him. Perhaps something restricts him, if only for the moment.
Before I decide, there's a favor I'd like to ask you, Columbina.
What do you need?
Do you think you'd be able to show me what happened when my sister and I arrived in Nodcry? I mean, when our spaceship first landed.
Sure.
That was quick.
As I said, this to me is but a single ray of moonlight. Nothing to it. Give me your hand.
Нам потом дадут задание по картинке найти это место. А откуда вообще взялся корабль? Ну, они же как бы просто так летели на своих крыльях, когда встретили эту богиню, которая их сюда отправила. Откуда вообще взялся корабль? Вдруг внезапно. Почему он вспомнил об этом только когда мы нашли ключ от этого корабля? Ну ладно, допустим, Тревелер забыл об этом.
Where is this?
Aether, come on, we have to leave this place.
What?
Hey, are you okay?
Our spaceship. A long, long time passed after we landed. No one left the ship during that time. But you mean... found me from outside of it somehow.
Huh? How would that even be possible?
I don't know.
The secrets within memories are like cookie crumbs. Take a bite, and they go everywhere.
All right. I'll keep the moon marrow with me.
Well, if you say so.
Will you need my help? I could help you conceal the marrow.
You could? Oh, that'd be great.
Detecting it within you is already no easy task. But I can teach you to further conceal its presence using Kuvaki, like this.
Ooh, looks like a shield.
Can you sense it? Now, you learn quickly.
Oh, looks pretty sturdy. Could probably be used in self-defense in a pinch, huh? Are you always here, Columbina? It's kind of dangerous out there, sure, but have you, like, taken a...
Dislike strangers. Slightly better.
Yeah, the Frost Moon Scions have changed since you last saw them. Who knows? You might actually like them.
I will consider it.
She seems kind of tired. Either way, thanks for agreeing to...
It wasn't much. The flowers here. They like guests like...
Не, ну понятное дело, да, что там сначала Михаил придумали какой-то концепт истории там. И потом, когда эта история начала, ну, дальше продвигаться, они стали ее более как углублять, да, более расширять, и поэтому у нас сначала корабля не было, потом взялся корабль, то есть это вот уже доработка именно после переделки, после редактирования этой истории, ведь она же не была сначала полностью написана, 100%, потом они начали делать игру, они сделали какую-то заготовку, вот у нас там будет то-то, то-то, какое-то начало продумали, а потом уже вот начинают это все, ну, более детально проделывать. Поэтому у нас вот появился корабль. Оно на самом деле вот все, ну не все, наверное, но большинство вот таких вот историй, которые рассказываются там не один день, а годами. Чем дольше эта история рассказывается, тем больше в ней вот таких вот случается непонятных мест, да, сюжетных дыр, так называемых, когда происходят какие-то несостыковки. Ваш отряд на некоторое время после выполнения задания получит, вот что-то получит. Хорошо. А, и все остальное закрыто. Так, а теперь получается, среди детей Мороза и Луны Лаума единственная, у кого остались рога, да? Вот эта вторая ее помощница, у которой были маленькие рога, она все как бы теперь стала Фатуей, она их себе отрезала. Они же у нее там заново отрастут. Больше никого не осталось.
The Raker of Solnari. I've never heard that name before. Let's keep this news confidential for the time being. But if this Rarir is as you describe, he will be a true...
Yeah. Things might be okay if everyone was willing to work together, but right now... Exactly. Whatever the case, let's start by killing those we can get. As it happens, we have our own reasons to protect Not Cry. But even if we didn't, we'd never leave people in the lurch.
Thank you. The Frost Moon Scions will stand with... In addition, I believe that the relationships between the various the winds of change are blowing. And we Scions have nowhere to run. Our faith, whether our foe is the Fatui or this Raker, we must stand our ground.
Let's see. Speaking of allies, the Krumkake craft shop is...
О, прям сюда меня телепортнуло.
Friendly approach detected. We meet again.
Listen! We've got updates on the Wild Hunt situation.
Threat level exceeds expectations.
Phew, doesn't matter if he's the Rahira Solnari or Solari or whatever. One volley from my cannon, and he'll be blown to You were there when we fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps you sleep at night, I don't know what is.
True, but the cannon only works against shambling monsters, right? What if Rurir's super fast?
Well, we'll just get an effort to go grab him and tie him down.
You're not taking this seriously at all, are you?
Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrated Kubaki, which will more than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a single shot.
You sure have been looking forward to this battle.
Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Nogcry, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know my name once we're through. Sure, travel safe.
I know. There remains intel left.
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you're investigating the Wild Hunt, something pretty weird. Remember that Sosi guy? The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon? He's been found dead in their organization's offices.
Wait, what? Didn't we just see him, like...
Yeah, it's still new news. So, not many people are in the know. We were only informed because we... I'll send a Nafa over to Nashi Town with some flowers.
Oh, he seemed like a good guy. Didn't put on any airs despite being...
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of the most accomplished amongst the Lightkeepers, Sergeant Mate. His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the motivation to fatally attack.
Oh, that makes it even worse.
Hey! What do you mean, actually? Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to investigate the scene. You'll have to find some way in if you want to check it out.
Got it. Let's go then. You coming?
My tasks are incomplete. The last few batches of ammunition must be randomly inspected.
All right. We'll see you later.
Так, а чё, где, куда идти-то? Проверьте, как дела у светоносцев. Где? А, вот.
must be it. Oh, doesn't look like there's any chance of it. Should we go speak to the guard first?
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Ah! Never! When did you?
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. Aino told you about this then? Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess? Indeed. Quicker than we thought as well. Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in. No need to jump to conclusions.
But how are we supposed...
Just follow me.
А чем сейчас Дори тогда занимается? Она же тоже должна была быть здесь, нам ее показывали.
right now.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
All of them?
Своня.
The paperwork checks out.
All right then. Enter.
Не, ну у нее как бы весь дизайн сумеровский. И в целом кошка ее вот это вот тоже что-то такое египетское.
Paimon might have said this before, Nefer, but you sure do come prepared.
Shishich, my old friend. Fill us in, if you would.
Greetings. If you would allow me. The murder happened not long ago. The Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm. We have performed a preliminary sweep. No obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means.
Entering unopposed. So...
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby resident. Specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this place in the time period when the crime most likely occurred.
Flint's?
We have tried to contact
Ну да,
him,
я
but
смотрю на
he has
время.
not replied.
Very odd indeed.
So... he's the prime suspect right now, right?
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flint's can come across a bit eccentric, but he does well in missions on the whole. He also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. So he lacks the motive to commit such a terrible crime. But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are in his favor. So we are looking for him at present.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go outside and discuss what we've seen.
Нам даже не дали там обследовать что-нибудь, там вот это наше тревелерское чутье использовать там.
So, the evidence points to Flint's, and he just so happens to have disappeared without a trace. We know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence. Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which will require a reasonable explanation.
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he hasn't gone at all.
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit. Was it Flint's or Rerir in disguise?
Yeah! What reason would Flint's have to murder Sosie anyway?
None, as far as I know. And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild, rather than in Nasha Town.
Yeah! They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? No one has ever seen a phantom that can take the form of other humans within the Wild Hunt. This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge, likely so that he could act in secret under other guises.
But no matter identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump into the person you're imitating?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk. Similar to how he came in disguise to obtain the moon map. He likely knew then that the real Flints would not appear and get in his way during this time. We'd have to ask Flints ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to any conclusions here. We can't and there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rarier may have already killed Flints long ago, and been living as him for some time now. Yes, that is our ticket to a breakthrough.
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do, or we might never see him again.
Steady now. Our friend should be back soon.
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town. The Wild Hunt is present too, so I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
Don't worry. You'll receive a top-class reward in return. The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down. Things might go south if you bump.
Oh, right! Before we go, should we reveal Rarier's secret? Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? That'll teach him to sneak around pretending to be other... Hey! Why are you laughing?
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. But I'm afraid this revelation would only... Setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account, whereas others would suspect him on account of his behavior. Tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just give Rarier more opportunities to capitalize on. And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, would they continue to welcome friends into their homes with such open hearts? Unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town already. We should avoid...
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything, huh? Nothing for it then.
Indeed. But just in case, let me stress once more. We should neither be excessively afraid of Rarier, nor... This light source is of special Lightkeeper design. It provides illumination within Wild Hunt anomalies, and can briefly
All right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah, this'll...
You're welcome. I've charged it to your account.
Hey, you!
Ну вот, у нас даже есть какой-то аккаунт, счет, с которого она списала с нас деньги. Значит, там уже не минус, а плюс. Уже хорошо.
Sweet dreams.
А почему нельзя активировать способность просто в прыжке? Она недоступна в прыжке. Вот что бы это изменило? Подпрыгнул, нажал способность и улетел просто дальше.
Whoa! Fuck! Is that a Lightkeeper's lantern? Is there someone up ahead? Come on, let's...
Наверное, их можно не убить, да?
This monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a planned ambush. There's something inside it, huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore?
По-видимому, мне направо.
A fight took place here. Did Flint leave these marks?
А, да, у меня же карта есть.
Is someone there? Please, help me!
Isn't that Flint's voice? Did you hear that? But is that really him? trouble if these spooky shadows touch us. Quick, use the lantern.
А можно мне как-то, ну, нормально двигаться, нет? Вообще непонятно. Она двигается от меня, я поэтому ее догнать не могу. На какое расстояние это работает? О, вот работает достаточно далеко. А вот так работает? Ну, у меня КД. И я бежать не могу, ничего делать не могу. А что я должен сделать, если она 3 секунды кулдаун? Не попала.
Hand it over. That was mine from the first. You're a fool. You again.
What the? It's stronger than before. Lantern now!
It escaped again. This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
So, you were tangling with Rare out
Поньки.
here all by yourself.
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid. To think you had the power to so easily cleanse the filth staining the lantern, which tormented me so. Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such abilities. And an enviable constitution it is.
A pity that such abilities cannot be acquired.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
Ну, кому-то в школу, кому-то на работу. Кому из нас будет хуже?
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on wild hunt clearance duty, I shattered one of its cores only for a special crystalline object to fall out.
Тебе не надо? Я надеюсь, тебя не уволили?
I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strangely illusory. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal inside my lantern. Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting. Though my understanding ends there. It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled nor weakened.
Is that what rarer claims belong to him? That must be what he's after then!
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him several times. But I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers. As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer. Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him. And where, might I ask, would it be safe? Or do you think it wiser I threw it away?
Ну, а я не знаю, как я буду сегодня засыпать, завтра просыпаться. Это же вообще будет миссия невыполнима. В 7 утра проснуться. И пойти на работу. А потом еще весь день притворяться, что я такой прям заряженный на эту самую работу и работать ее.
Were our places switched, would you discard it, knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract, yet capable of causing greater harm?
Yeah, throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by the day, that sounds super dangerous too.
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee when troubles come are nothing more than... Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistance to thank for my continued ability to speak such platitudes. Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Rerir. I doubt he would have retreated so readily otherwise. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though?
Well, no.
Ah. I see. To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have had more difficulty tracking me down. They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. Our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a lantern. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
You mean this thing?
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast then. But if Rerir could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kuvaki?
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should, owing to abyss.
Ah, guess that explains it.
So not only is this Rerir ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks too. You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put his heart and soul into every mission. Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he was very seldom able to go back and visit his family. He worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them. But every year they would say, wait a little longer. Wait a little. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But good work does not always lead to good outcome. The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a talented, easygoing boss? So he waited. And he waited. Until the world closed its eyes in the depths of the night, and a lantern was slowly lit for him alone. One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rerir's head.
Oh. At least we now know that he's looking for these fragments inside well.
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have to die?
Could Rarer be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire destroyed the fragments he wanted to collect?
Could you take me to the scene of the crime? We shall just have to exercise some discretion then.
Так, отвезти его на место. Я что-то вдруг внезапно почувствовал, что я бы прям поел. А еду я на сегодня уже, по-моему, съел все. Там ничего не осталось. Во, а тут внизу нужно. Я думал, опять мне наверх надо подняться. Пойти работать, чтобы можно было поесть? Ну да. На работе есть столовая, туда можно сходить и покушать. Сегодня, кстати, ходил в магазин, у нас тут есть, ну, местный маленький такой торговый центр, и там на первом этаже пиццерия. Я прям мимо проходил, такой, блин, может мне пиццу себе купить? И так мимо и ушел. Ну, прям так захотелось, короче.
Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here.
Я даже не знаю, сколько она
It seems
стоит.
my fellow lightkeepers do not wish to make this case public just yet.
Ни разу не покупал пиццу на заказ.
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been enough of a mess.
Let's stop here. Any further in the Ratniki, since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly...
Oh? And...
You'll know when the time comes.
Still acting all mysterious.
Булочки с сосиской тоже такое
He seemed pretty
себе.
confident, so guess we've got to
Сколько они
trust
там,
him.
45-50 рублей стоят? Ну, там все зависит именно от сосисок. Если сосиски прикольные, ну, они вкусные. Если сосиски самые дешевые, беспонтовые, то они...
Ah, you're the special assistants for this.
Yep, that's us.
Well, you're just in time. We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some records. If there's anything else you'd like to look into, this is your last chance. Sadly, no. The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, but considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate, I have no doubt.
We'll do our part too. Phew, we're in. Thanks to Nefer's reputation, but we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter. Or how we'll pick him up. Something the matter? Huh. That looks like Flintz's lantern. But where is he exactly? Well, we've got the lantern. What now? Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud. You never said you could do magic.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send, as I thought. You're both sharp-eyed.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little, but let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed. Just as I thought. Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the wild hunt, then, that took my form and killed the sergeant.
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
If the wild hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him, let alone the handful of us stationed in Nasha Town. He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely. We must leave no stone unturned. Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. When we fought, he seemed like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here we are,
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might have to go back and fight. Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal. You mean this?
I'm not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right?
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the cannon. It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating. But the real problem is that... Yeah, he even helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon...
The Soci you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
That's right! If only there was some way to prove it.
You mean Hintsa?
We had a short chat with him once at the tavern, but it's so late.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
Ну и все, и фонарь можно просто в окно выкинуть. А он там сам появится. Но эта зацепка ничего не дает. Ну, типа, вот у него мигает этот индикатор о том, что руку надо обслужить. Но он же не мигает постоянно. Вот он там вчера работала исправно, а сегодня уже пришел срок обслуживания, поэтому она замигала. Вот и все. То есть это такая себе прям натянутая улика, причина.
Oh, it's you two.
On Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for We're investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to know if he...
Sosi. Oh, so the rumors I heard. You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me.
Thank you for your understanding.
Вон там еще еда нарисована, я еще больше ей захотел.
8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run out of the required components. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, and I understood completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more so if your job involves fighting out in the wild. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never showed up. What's with those faces?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hinza. You have our thanks. We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an explanation on behalf of all the Lightkeepers.
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the
It seems that it is as we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually Rerir in disguise. 8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant Major. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no opportunity to discover that perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical...
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm is actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside? Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy the Wild Hunt, and it works as in... But how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works against him.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another. Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down. And sleepy too.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. Seems like we'll have to fight Rerir eventually. And we'll do a poor job if we're not well...
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now, at any rate. My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, guess we'll just have to...
That would be good, yes. Feel free to put...
Каким образом нам вообще... ну да, он же в фонарь прячется, и мы просто с собой фонарь таскаем, ладно. А то я просто хотел задаться, каким образом... Ну, он же огромный. Мы с ним просто ходим по городу и умудряемся его прятать. То есть ты его хоть как маскируй, его все равно люди узнают. Тем более, что его уже как бы ищут.
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time? I see. Words truly do fail to... Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met. Or I might have...
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a Lightkeeper, I'd say I'm simply...
Yeah! You're covered hidden more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at.
All right. I suppose I do owe you some honesty. Well, your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself within, you know humans well. And naturally, you understand, but some things that humans would consider difficult are quite normal.
So, you mean you're one of the latter?
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae? This race is no longer of any importance, but they still exist. As evidenced by the fact that I am
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. I once labored and did much, and put an end to my... When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean, you cannot help but feel... Would it not be better then to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet none fled. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And
Is that why you chose to help them?
perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the Final Night Cemetery. Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up seemed the most convenient way to experience human life.
Doesn't sound too believable.
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm well past the age when one might believe in things that nonetheless. There are still some things I will not allow to happen. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt, Rerir...
Will you need us to get you where...
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my...
Can you even go back there right now? Won't there be...
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according to their priority, and even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am...
All right then, we'll trust you. We sure ended...
I didn't take... Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer other...
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
All right. Thanks again.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
Я еще думаю, почему кнопка не нажимается, а я в стул уперся.
So much noise. What's going on this time?
Hey! Where's Flint's? We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other guests are
Resting? We're all about to be done for, and you're Flint's is a Wild Hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all! If we don't get rid of him now, there'll be no—
You'd better give him up. If anything happens, your business—
Or are you in cahoots with him?
What happened? Did something leak it? But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us? What do you mean? This is so confusing! What do? These people are it's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to Okay!
Hey! Let us in now!
My apologies.
Hold on! Calm down!
What in Teyvat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on
Не,
depriving
я не
both the
планирую
Voynich
дойти до
Guild
конца. Я
and the
планирую, когда
Curatorium
меня
of
отпустят
Secrets of even a
наконец-то.
moment's rest? Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys.
And what hole did you crawl out?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness. And who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting?
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. Oh, exactly. And you sure don't look like an
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, but if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've...
Wait, it's...
All right, all right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them in now, the...
Oh, all right then.
Well, I'd say that sounds like an impartial proposal. What's...
Come on, everyone! Move it!
Мгм, под столом, да, и под кроватью сразу посмотрите.
No sign of
А на
Flint.
потолке.
But how can that be? Hasn't he...
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your... So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something, haven't you?
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flint's and obtained some new information. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates. News spreading amongst them, everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects. No, and amidst it all, Flint's name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure his solitary lifestyle may have played a part.
So, did Flint's make his escape after hearing about this?
Почему она тоже называет его Рэри? Ну ладно.
And that's where I, Yehoda, the quick-witted, fleet-footed backbone of the Curatorium, while everyone was super focused on the argument in the main hall.
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return with nothing but a lantern.
Aw, come on, Paws.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the Curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seeming.
Might he intend to come back and get it later?
Well, he's out of harm's way now, so that's not super important.
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is, we've got lots of new intel to share.
All right, then. Yehoda, contact the others. Let's have this discussion over it.
Так, этот чувак все подслушал. Я думаю, на этом уже, да, все, уже хватит. Наверное, можно заканчивать. Надо будет пойти там что-нибудь покушать, может быть, найти. Где у нас там Манштадт? Да, все, я уже свободен. Обязано-то у нас когда обновляется? Через 4 дня. А здесь у нас через 2 дня. То есть, получается, понедельник, вторник, в среду, да, будет обновление. Так, примагемов у меня 10 тысяч аж насобиралось. Еще 1600 можно будет добавить за вот эту десятку. В общем, неплохо так. еще этот баннер должен... Ой, баннер. Магазин же, да, должен обновиться. А магазин через 20 дней. А через 20 дней он обновится. Блин, долго. Ну там буквально 1-2 дня останется до конца баннера, и магазин обновится. Еще можно будет 5 круток купить. И у нас же еще будет ивент вот этот вот новогодний. На китайский Новый год с этим Лию. Как он там называется-то, блин? А, праздник ночных фонарей его. Там тоже у нас будут халявные примагемчики. В общем, примагемы есть. Да, ладно. Где у нас там кнопка? А, вот она. Ну, на сегодня тогда все. Завтра. Завтра надо идти на работу, так что я понятия не имею, буду ли я завтра или нет. Я не знаю. Я постараюсь, но я не уверен, когда будет следующий стрим. Ну, точно не скажу, да. В общем, на сегодня тогда все. Всем спасибо, что пришли. Всем удачи, всем пока. Приятного аппетита и спокойной ночи. Я пошел.